Amal Clooney is a Lebanese-British legal practitioner who specialized in international law and human rights. She has a number of high-profile clients, but while she is counted among the big shots in the legal industry, she was not known beyond the legal community until she got married to popular American actor, filmmaker, and businessman George Clooney. Her net worth as of 2022 is $50 million. The entire Hollywood and fans of George waited for more than 20 years, hoping that he finds another woman who would resurrect his faith and love after his 4-year marriage to his first wife, Talia Balsam, collapsed in 1993. That woman turned out to be Amal, whom he tied the knot with on the 27th of September 2014 at Kafr City. Amal Alamuddin was born on February 3 of 1978 in Beirut, Lebanon. Amal, whose name means hope in Arabic, moved to England with her family when she was 2 years old, settling in Buckinghamshire. Her family fled because of the Lebanese Civil War, although her father later returned to his home country in 1991. She was raised alongside 3 siblings and attended an all-girls grammar school as a child. After graduating from secondary school, Amal attended St. Hugh's College in Oxford. After receiving a number of awards for academic excellence, she graduated in 2000 with a BA degree in jurisprudence. She continued her post-secondary education in 2001, attending New York University School of Law to prepare for her LLM degree. During her time studying in New York, she worked under Judge Sonia Sotomayor. Amal represents clients before international courts, including the International Criminal Court, the International Court of Justice, and the European Court of Human Rights. Alongside court work, she provides advice to governments and individuals on legal issues in her areas of expertise. Amal is ranked in the legal directories Legal 500 and Chambers and Partners as a leading barrister in international human rights law, public international law, and international criminal law. She is described as a brilliant legal mind who handles cases of real international importance and knows her brief inside out. She is said to be a natural lead advocate who is tactically first class and a rare combination of intellectual depth and pragmatism. The directories also spotlight her superb advocacy and commanding presence before courts and describe her as a dream performer before international tribunals. They also emphasize that she is fantastically innovative with an ability to galvanize heads of state, foreign ministers, and business in a way that is very effective for victims of human rights abuses. She is described as unafraid to raise novel points of law, very sophisticated in pushing the boundaries, and having a passionate commitment to the law and compassion for the people it serves. But what about her relationship with George Clooney? George was at his home in Italy when he was first introduced to Amal by a mutual friend. The pal was heading over for dinner and asked if he could bring another guest, who happened to be the human rights lawyer. Before Amal's arrival, George even got a call from his agent, who predicted that the actor would one day marry his unexpected dinner guest. When Amal arrived, there was an instant connection between the duo, and they spent the whole night talking. At the end of George's dinner party, he exchanged email addresses with Amal so that she could share some photos she took during the evening. Pretty soon, the duo was regularly communicating and realized things had taken a romantic turn. George and Amal communicated over email for several months before they were able to get together in person for their official first date. The pair met up while George was in London supervising the recording of the score for his film Monuments Men. Amal visited George at Abbey Road Studios before they headed out to dinner, which was all captured by the paparazzi. The actor later said that once he was in London working, things escalated pretty quickly for the couple, who spent the Christmas holiday together in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. In February, George and Amal traveled to Africa together, and it ended up becoming a trip that would change everything for the couple. George says that it was looking back on photos from the experience that made him realize he wanted to spend his life with Amal. Unbeknownst to his future wife, George started planning his proposal down to the background music. Just a few months after their trip abroad, George put his plan into action and proposed to Amal during a casual date night at home. After making a pasta dinner, George asked Amal to retrieve a candlelighter from a drawer where he had hidden the engagement ring for her to find. After the couple spent the summer celebrating their engagement, George and Amal stepped out for one of their first events together, the Celebrity Fight Night Gala in Florence, Italy. At the event, George took the stage to accept a humanitarian award, and during his speech, he revealed that the couple was marrying in just a few weeks. Later that month, George and Amal walked down the aisle in a stunning ceremony at the Aman Canal Grande resort in Venice. The groom was suited by Giorgio Armani, while the bride wore a dress by Oscar de la Renta. The event was attended by many of the couple's famous friends, including Matt Damon, John Krasinski, and Emily Blunt. While the couple were initially trying to keep their nuptials as secret as possible, they decided to lean into the experience once the public caught wind of their plans. In January, George and Amal stepped out for their first major event as a married couple at the Golden Globes, where George was receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award. George and Amal worked together on the Clooney Foundation, which the pair co-founded in 2016. The organization strives to advance justice across the world. The couple also started the Amal Clooney Scholarship, which provides funding for one female Lebanese student to enroll in a 2-year international baccalaureate program. Between the two of them, George and Amal Clooney wear many hats. He's an Oscar-winning actor, director, screenwriter, and producer. She's a lawyer and activist. Together, they're the world's most stylish parents to their twins Ella and Alexander. Suffice it to say, this power couple is often on the move and in need of a comfortable, inviting spot to call home, no matter where they find themselves. Whether it's a luxurious villa in Lake Como or a hip condo in Manhattan, all of the Clooney's homes are truly fit for Hollywood royalty. Here I have rounded up 6 of the couple's most well-known properties, a collection that's truly evolved with them through their different life stages. 1995. George Clooney first rose to fame in the early 90s playing Dr. Doug Ross on the hit medical series ER. By the mid-90s, his growing popularity meant he needed to up the security of his home. He bought a $2.2 million villa in Studio City from none other than rock legend Stevie Nicks. At the time, the main house spanned 7,354 square feet and featured 6 bedrooms. The actor has sunk millions into the expansion of the property in the years since, so it's possible the configuration has changed. Scenes from inside George's longtime home reveal hardwood floors, coffered ceilings, stone fireplaces, and a massive dining room featuring an entire wall showcasing his extensive wine collection. Amal revealed that the home has become more of a low-key house than an entertaining space since the couple welcomed their twins in 2017. Amenities include a home theater with a popcorn machine, a bar featuring vintage Hollywood photos, and an outdoor pool and bar. A home is a place where your family and friends are a part of, Clooney said in the 2012 CBS interview. 2002. Years before George wed Amal in a beautiful ceremony in Venice, the Ocean's 11 actor was already setting down roots in Italy. In the early 2000s, he invested millions in Italian property, including Villa Oleandra, the impressive 18th-century Lake Como home he bought from the Hines family for $7 million. Situated just steps from the water, the massive property boasts a 25-room home, tennis courts, an outdoor pool, a gym, and a garage where George stores his many vintage motorcycles. Countless A-listers have stayed at the villa over the years, including Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, Jennifer Aniston, and Matt Damon. One year, Amal's father held his birthday party there. Parts of Ocean 12 were also shot at the estate. George also owns the villa next door, Villa Margarita, which he was rumored to have bought around the same time. In 2019, the couple teamed up with fundraising platform Omaze to invite one lucky winner and a +1 to have lunch with them at their lakeside home, which they still own. 2009. Many of George's real estate holdings revolve around hosting and decompressing, and his multi-million-dollar Los Cabos home was no different. Completely custom designed by one of Mexico's preeminent architects, Ricardo Legorreta, the abode was elegant and almost like an art piece, but where you would still be comfortable walking around barefoot and in a swimsuit. The structure featured a long hallway entrance that opened into a double-height courtyard, with plenty of entertaining spaces, including dining and sitting areas, an open kitchen, and a bar that served as a central hub for sports games and cocktails. Importantly, George purchased the property in concert with his dear friends Randy Gerber and Cindy Crawford, whose own home next door was loosely connected to George's. Still, the pair of friends ultimately sold their 2 homes, known collectively as Casamigos, to a Mexican billionaire in 2016 for an undisclosed amount. It was reported that they were seeking an even more impressive compound at the time. 2014. This was a big year for the Clooneys. The pair got engaged and then married, spending their honeymoon camping out in the unfurnished rooms of their recently purchased property situated on the English island of Sonning on the Thames. The couple reportedly paid about $13 million for the stunning home, which features an entry hall with towering ceilings and crisp Georgian molding. A sitting room resplendent with family photos, a pool house bar, and a 16-seat screening room. There's also a glass-covered garden room with citrus trees where Amal was photographed for a Vogue cover shoot. The activist explained that the glass-fronted pool house doubles as a party zone and a workspace for both George and Amal, who have offices upstairs, likely a welcome respite from the main house where the twins often rule the space. 2016. George and Amal returned their attention stateside with the purchase of a luxury condo in late 2016, putting down a reported $14.7 million for a full-floor unit in a high-rise building in Midtown Manhattan. The tower was designed by Foster & Partners and includes 94 units, each of which features walls of windows, high ceilings, and polished concrete floors. Amenities include a lap pool, a library, a gym, a culinary market, and a ground-floor restaurant by Michelin-rated chef Joël Robuchon. The location is ideal for both Clooneys, but especially Amal, given its proximity to the United Nations and Columbia Law School, where she was reportedly teaching at the time. Not much is known about the specifics of the actual condo, given the couple's proclivity for privacy, but Randy Gerber and Cindy Crawford reportedly purchased a unit just one floor above theirs. The couple likely still owns this home. 2021. The Clooneys started the year off with reports of another huge real estate purchase, an $8.3 million Provence wine estate in Brignoles, France, known as Domaine du Canadel. The 18th century estate is located just a dozen or so miles from Chateau Miraval, the vast estate owned by George's good buddy Brad Pitt, and spans a sprawling 425 acres, with vast gardens, a lake, an olive grove, a 72-foot shaded pool, tennis courts, and a 25-acre vineyard. The total number of bedrooms and bathrooms isn't readily available on public listings, but given that the main house measures around 10,000 square feet spread across 3 floors, it's likely there's no lack of space for visiting house guests. In July, it appeared that the sale had been completed, with Brignoles' mayor welcoming the couple to the town officially via Twitter. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and also share with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for more lifestyle videos and make sure to turn on the notifications for future updates about your favorite personalities.